Hello. I wish to address something here. I posted about how Trump crashed the thriving economy and how President Biden had revived and created a far better economy than the economy that Trump inherited. And one person posted back trying to excuse what Trump had done with the excuse well, COVID was what crashed the economy. I'm sorry. There's some problems with his argument. Number one, the economy was already in a downward trajectory before in the third year of Trump's reign before COVID hit. Remember the rule that for the first 2 years of a new president, that person is riding the wave of the last president, whether that wave is a success or failure. That was why for the first 2 years, the economy under Trump looked so good because it was the Obama economy. Now, when President Obama came into office, we were in the Republican Great Recession, and it took 2 years to right that ship and cause the economy to be going up, 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 up. Then Trump came in, and we were still in the Obama economy. Of course, Trump loves to take credit for things he didn't have anything to do with. And so he's saying, oh, look at my economy. No, we saw the Obama economy. But when Trump's policies began to take effect, and we began to feel the results of what he was doing, the economy was going down. That was what was happening in the third year. Then Trump ignored all the warnings about COVID, and the economy crashed. Now, what really bothers me is the fact that they'll use this excuse, well, COVID caused the economy to crash, not Trump. However, because of COVID hitting so hard, gas prices spiked in the first month or so of Joe Biden's presidency. Remember, it takes a little while for the new guy to his stuff to start to roll in. A new president doesn't all of a sudden have success or failure on day one. It takes a while to feel the effects. I've explained this like a relay race where a baton's been handed on to you. If the guy who just handed you the baton was half a mile ahead of the other runners, that doesn't make you a fast runner. It means the guy before you was a fast runner. Now, here, Trump tried to take credit for it, but it wasn't his economy. By the time his policies went into effect, we were already going down. And then he ignored COVID and went even further. The effects of COVID caused supply chain difficulties, meaning things were hard to get, couldn't get toilet paper because of Trump's incompetency, and gas prices spiked. And there was worldwide inflation because of COVID. Now keep in mind, Joe Biden managed to keep the inflation in the United States lower than any of the other industrialized countries, and he has pulled us out of that recession, inflation, without putting us into a recession. However, they want to excuse Donald Trump's crushing of the economy because of COVID, but they don't want to give Joe Biden any breaks because of what happened to him, because of the COVID that came upon that he inherited from Trump. We call that hypocrisy. Now remember, those high prices on your groceries, that was because of Republican CEOs who were jacking up prices, and Republicans in Congress blocked any bill to stop that gouging, either with a filibuster or by refusing to allow bills to come up for a vote that would have curtailed that. They want to use your suffering to gain power. Now also remember, Joe Biden managed to bring gas prices way, way down. By the time Joe Biden's policies began to come into effect, jobs were up, record growth. Far more. All the jobs Trump killed, President Biden created new ones. And more. We have more jobs than were ever under Trump. However, the problem is the right-wing media has been putting out lie after lie after lie, and people have not been hearing the truth. And the fact is, the airways, especially on the AM dial on the radio, have been so slanted with lying propaganda coming from the right. And when we try to get balance in there, just a slight little sliver of balance with Air America, and it was having an effect. Those liberal broadcasters were outdoing the conservatives in ratings, and people were calling up to the liberal shows and saying, hey, I've been a longtime fan of Rush Limbaugh, but after listening to you and then researching what you say, I see that Limbaugh's been lying to me all this time. And they began to say, my eyes are open. This upset those right-wingers, and they bought up all those stations putting on Air America, and they killed it. They don't want to have the other side heard. They don't want to have the rest of the story, as Paul Harvey used to say. And when you ever hear one of these characters going on about a liberal media, what they're really saying is any liberal voice is too much. They want us silent. And that is their goal. They don't want us being heard. Because then we contradict their misinformation. See, these people have what's known as confirmation bias syndrome, where they only want to hear information that confirms their preconceived notions rather than to hear the truth. And I'm sorry to tell you, but Trump was crashing the economy before COVID. COVID hit so hard because Trump ignored the warnings. And Joe Biden inherited the mess from Donald Trump, and he has fixed the economy. We got job growth, wages are up, and inflation being the lowest it was, it's now gone because of Joe Biden, and without a recession. The sad truth is, if Trump does what he says he wants to do, we will be in a recession, maybe an economic depression, and we will have hyperinflation. You think things were bad before. It's going to be very, very bad if he does what he said he wants to do. The answer is, well, first you got to tighten your belt. Right now we're still in the Biden economy, which is thriving. There's plenty of jobs right now. So I suggest getting a second job, saving every dime you can, because within 12 to 18 months, we're going to start to feel the effect of the Trump economy, and jobs are going to stop, and incomes are going to be going down. And you'll be glad you have that extra money stuck away to protect yourself. Now you say, I'm wrong. Okay, what's the worst that could happen if the economy does thrive? Well, you're going to have a bank full of money to go buy any toy you wanted. Hey, that motorboat you've been waiting for, the motorboat, the jet skis, the snowmobile. Hey, you'll have the money to go do it. New TV, car, whatever. But you'll be better off. So I'm saying we're in for hard times because Trump's economy doesn't work. We've seen it time and time and time, tried and failed. So I recommend doing your best to be prepared. We have 12 to 18 months to get ready and prepared. I'm doing what I can, and you need to do some too. I hope each will take this to heart and realize I'm not trying to belittle anyone, because the propaganda has been very good coming from the right, and it's about time we heard the truth. Let's hear the rest of the story. Thank you, everybody. You have a good night.